don't want to live with Kylie because I have feelings for someone else and I want to go back to her. The Kardashians are very evil and I can't survive with them. Certainly, if one can be inspired to have that first love, or to be reminded of a first love, or to be healed by this viewing experience in some sort of therapeutic capacity, however it does it, that would really, I guess, be the goal. This has been thought about for centuries by many wise men. It really has. I was 8 years old when I found out that Timothee Chalamet used to date Madonna's daughter because his co-star Odessa was upset with him after they'd been hooking up. He was amazing. He's Timothee, you know? He's just as incredible in watching in real life and doing scenes with as he is watching in a movie. In the final product. You guys, Kylie Jenner is battling some serious demons, and one of them, Lord, is Leon. While the world is busy gasping over her Oscar-worthy scoop of Timothee Chalamet, the real plot twist is she might not have actually won anything. No, Kylie may have just clocked into a full-time gig competing with a literal childhood flame and the internet. It's screaming, "Girl, are you even surviving?" Blink twice if he's still texting his ex. Imagine this. Kylie Jenner, beauty mogul, mother of 2, wealthier than a handful of countries, walks into a room and the walls blush pink because she just arrived. Meanwhile, her boyfriend is over there emotionally tethered to a girl he once swapped Capri Suns with in middle school. Oh, and did I mention that girl is Madonna's daughter? Yeah, Kylie is sweating. And honestly, who wouldn't be? Because Timothee and Lordy's aren't just past acquaintances. Their first loves, first heartbreaks, childhood memories intertwined long before Kylie could even spell Kardashian. It's like the public appearance stuff around, or like some of the late night things I've done or I'll get made fun of. How long did you two date? Next question. I'm out of here. And of course, multiple sources cannot stop talking. They're spilling tea left and right that Kylie and Lordy's are still friendly. But insiders say Kylie is doing way too much to act unbothered. She's walking around like who? Lordy's. Never heard of her. Classic Kylie energy, right? But the streets are buzzing. Word is Kylie genuinely believes Lordy's might be circling back now that Timothee is actually successful. And just that thought, it's enough to make Kylie unravel like a thrift store wig in a hurricane. Seriously, you can practically see her sipping her latte while plotting every move in her empire-level mind, trying not to let this childhood drama hijack her glow. I still feel insecure all the time. I feel like it's just a part of being a human being. Apparently, Timothee tries to reassure Kylie, but insiders are shaking their heads like, nope, that reassurance is not landing. Why? Because he's still handing Lordy's all his time, energy, and attention. And let's be real, that's a huge problem. A massive one. But wait, the plot thickens. Lordy's isn't even the only famous ex lurking in Timothee's past. Oh no, this man has an entire Hollywood Rolodex of exes. Remember Lily Rose Depp? Yes, Johnny Depp's daughter, actress, model, literal Nepo royalty. She and Timothee sparked on the set of The King, and their relationship was basically cinematic in real life. Venice Film Festival kisses, paparazzi frenzy, the whole glam drama package. Are you meeting up with Lily later tonight? Yeah, I'm here with Mom. You're my mom tonight. Do you approve? I approve that he's here with me. That he took me to the Golden Globes. Of course, I'm so happy to be here. Yeah, wonderful. Lily makes you speechless. And of course, Kylie remembers. Everyone remembers. Here's the kicker, though. Kylie isn't even breaking a sweat over Lily Rose. That ship has already sunk. But when you line up Timothee's dating history like a police lineup, the pattern is blindingly clear. He has a type, a very specific type. Nepo bobbies with influential parents and generational power. If your mom is Madonna, or your dad starred in Pirates of the Caribbean, or your family runs reality TV, Timmy's like, yes, that one, please. Kylie Jenner and Timothee Chalamet have officially broken up. The two were dating for about 7 months, and the insider claims that he broke up with her. They're blaming the breakup on their busy work schedules, but the insider says that Kylie introduced Timothee to her family. As a result, people in the comments are saying things like that was barely a relationship. And if anything, they're surprised that they lasted this long. And that right there, that's what's really messing with Kylie's head. But while all this chaos is quietly exploding behind the scenes, the public is doing what it does best, spreading rumors like wildfire. Fans started freaking out because their busy schedules made it look like they had broken up. Timmy was off filming Dune Part 75 or something, and Kylie was living her billionaire mom flex life totally untouchable. They weren't being seen together anywhere. He even skipped Kris Jenner's 70th birthday bash, and that single move had the internet convinced he'd already been blocked from the Kardashian group chat. The rumor mill buried them alive. Everyone was whispering, "Girl, they're done. It's over." Kylie's relationship status lasted shorter than a TikTok trend, and fans were certain she'd been quietly dumped, very on-brand for how Kris handles PR. But then Thanksgiving weekend happened, and Duma, aka evidence delivery in human form, slid in like the FBI. Suddenly, people spotted Kylie and Timmy together, rolling with Kendall, Haley, Justin, and the kids, all looking like the perfect low-key secret family out for a casual turkey trot. Jenner confirms breakup with Timothee Chalamet and gets back with Travis Scott after we saw her post up with the same ring Travis gifted her. Fast forward to the Marty Supreme premiere, and oh my god, if you didn't see those photos, where have you been? Kylie and Timothee rolled up looking like a coordinated power couple, straight out of a Vogue, spread head to toe orange matching perfectly like some kind of relationship Instagram announcement, but with professional lighting, multiple camera angles, and paparazzi capturing every single moment. It was subtle flex, not really. It was a full-on headline-grabbing "we're together" and "we're iconic" moment. But then the body language happened, and oh, the internet lost it. Experts were dissecting every lean, every smile, every hand placement like they were decoding a Hollywood scandal. Body language guru Judy James practically dropped a mic, saying Kylie basically dragged Timothee onto that red carpet like it was an emergency mission. She clung to him, almost desperate to flaunt affection. Meanwhile, Timmy, he looked like he was smiling purely out of survival instincts. The expert noted that Timothee prefers keeping his love life private. He wants to be taken seriously in Hollywood. But that's a nightmare for Kylie because her entire existence is a live stream TV show. If she can't post her relationship, does it even exist? Then came the real eyebrow raiser. Judy James pointed out that Kylie was literally directing his hands on her body during the photos, moving him around like she was calling the shots on set. Full-on director of their relationship. And Timmy, he's just standing there thinking, smile. Maybe they'll release me after this. His face screams, yay, premiere. But his hands are screaming, help me. Guys, I'm not body shamming. Oh my god. If I have to preface it with that, that's low-key bad. But like, I know when Kylie throws it back on Timothee. What did you say, Minnie? He goes flying. And then Kris Jenner officially stamped approval by posting Timmy merch on Instagram. Classic Kris move publicly. It's all cute couple vibes, red carpets and Instagram hearts. But behind the scenes, Kylie is quietly spiraling because the problem isn't their hectic schedules, the cameras, or even the breakup rumors. No, it's the invisible competition she can't seem to beat. And honestly, when you look at Kylie's reaction right now, it makes total sense. This insecurity didn't just pop up overnight. It's been simmering for years. Remember 2024? Everything looked flawless on the outside. Kylie had just turned 27 and threw an over-the-top yacht party with her closest friends, giant balloons spelling her name, the ocean sparkling like a curated Instagram filter, and of course, the carousel post captioned, "Best birthday ever." But behind all that glam, the pressure, the comparison, the shadow of a past she can't touch. It's all been building. Music, applause, but the second Kylie stepped through that door, reality hit her like a ton of glitter bricks. Allegedly, she found out Timothee had been seeing other women behind her back. And of course, people around them tried to downplay it like it wasn't technically cheating. Well, they were never exclusive, they said. So, yacht vacations totally just friendship outings. Timothee apparently didn't think he'd done anything wrong because in his mind, nobody had sat down for a relationship meeting with bullet points on exclusivity. But Kylie, she didn't see it that way. She was embarrassed, humiliated, and honestly, it shook her more than anyone realized. Now Kylie's had enough. She didn't sign up to be the insecure girlfriend. She wants Timmy's world to revolve around her, not orbit back to someone he loved before she even existed in his timeline. She's fighting for something she's terrified of losing. The real question now, will Kylie's insecurity fracture this relationship? Or is she ready to go full Kardashian mode and erase Lordy's from the narrative completely? So last night, the next day not secure the win. But Kylie and Timothee for sure brought the energy, brought the chemistry. I mean, he is a little depressy over here and she's serving face, serving looks, but I mean, at the end of the day, he won. They came matching. I mean, man was more stressed about the Knicks losing than him losing an award. No, I'm kidding. But look at her. She's such a little cutie. Like, how can you be mad when you have a body like Kylie Jenner next to you and a body like Timothee? Kylie Jenner allegedly exposing Timothee Chalamet's secret onset affair with Odessa Asen was not on my bingo card today. But once you start lining up the blind items, the suspicious timelines, and the way everything suddenly shifted behind the scenes, it gets impossible to ignore. This isn't bored internet speculation or fans reaching for drama. This is patterns stacking on top of patterns. Events mysteriously skipped with no explanation. Kylie slowly fading into the background, pulling back without a word, while Timothee is suddenly everywhere soaking up red carpets, flashing smiles, playing the full Hollywood heartthrob, always conveniently standing beside the same co-star people won't stop whispering about. And before anyone rushes in with the relax, they're actors, or it's just promo excuse, hold on, because this goes way beyond cute interviews and movie chemistry. Something here feels calculated, carefully hidden, and just messy enough to finally start leaking out. Really nervous my first day too, though. I was really nervous because we just went like right away. I was like, are we going to block? And you're like, no blocking. I'm like, okay, let's call it like it is. Timothee Chalamet is everywhere right now. Awards buzz, Oscar whispers, Marty Supreme being hailed as serious cinema. Suddenly, the industry acts like he's untouchable, like nobody can even blink without asking permission. And Kylie, she's barely on the radar. Outside of that Marty Supreme premiere in Los Angeles on December 8th, 2025, where they showed up in matching bold orange chrome hearts outfits, ping pong theme on full display. She's been almost ghosted from the spotlight, completely absent. A stark contrast that people are noticing. And when you start connecting those dots, yeah, the story suddenly looks a lot messier than the cameras show. People close to Kylie say this space between them, it's not accidental. Kylie's trying to look unbothered, but she knows exactly who she's dating. Timothee is charming, adored, constantly hyped up. And yes, women throw themselves at him nonstop. This isn't about jealousy. It's just knowing the game he's playing. And according to the whispers floating around, her worry has never been the random fans. Always the co-stars. So what does Kylie do? She watches quietly, strategically. Don't be shocked if her people start showing up at events. Not to make a scene, not to flash signals, but just to observe how he moves when she's not in the room. And here's where it gets even messier. Kylie's sisters, they've never been fans of Timothee. And things hit a new low after he skipped Chris's big milestone birthday. That wasn't busy. That was he didn't show up. And in that family, that definitely matters. Word is her sisters have been pulling Kylie aside, telling her, stop pretending you don't see it. From the outside, this relationship has been off for way longer than you realize. Enter Odessa Asen. Because let's be real, no one just appears in Hollywood out of nowhere. Odessa's presence wasn't accidental. She was positioned carefully. Marty Supreme I Love LA premieres, press events, all too perfectly aligned. And before we even whisper the cheating word, the blind items have started getting eerily specific. Timothee feels like the obvious target. One blind item mentioned a meme actor skipping an event for his own movie because the co-star he was hooking up with was upset. The moment that hit, fans didn't have to guess long. Timothee missing appearances suddenly didn't look innocent anymore. Another blind from November 2024 said that same actor got turned down by a co-star and allegedly started making her life miserable. Yet publicly, Odessa has nothing but praise. Every interview is sunshine and respect. How much she admires him, how he understood the assignment, how they pushed each other creatively, how their energy just worked. But behind the velvet ropes and polished photos, the whispers tell a different story. He was amazing. He's Timothee, you know. He's just as incredible in watching in real life and doing scenes with as he is watching in a movie and in the final product. And I'm not saying it's definitely scandalous, but people don't casually talk like that unless there's something deeper bubbling under the surface. Then there was that moment she casually mentioned meeting him for dinner in New York before filming even started. Just slipped it in like it was nothing. That's very much a let's feel each other out before the cameras roll vibe on its own. Sure, innocent enough. Actors meet, people talk. That happens all the time. But stack it on top of the blind items. Add in Kylie already feeling uneasy. Suddenly, it doesn't look innocent anymore. Every little detail starts to feel calculated. Every smile and interaction gains weight. And suddenly, the perfectly curated Hollywood image begins to crack. We met at a diner in New York before we started filming because I came for a fitting while I was doing until dawn soon. And so we just went to the diner to say hi with him and Josh, and I was just excited to be there. This is where Kylie's unease starts to make a lot more sense, because once you step back and look at Odessa Asen's dating history, a clear pattern emerges. And trust me, it's not random. Odessa has a track record of getting involved with people who already have names, visibility, and serious industry pull. She dated Jaden Smith for years, a very public, very affectionate relationship that had them constantly photographed together, popping up at every event. Then suddenly it was over. Officially, focusing on careers unofficially. Jaden was later spotted making out with another woman at Coachella. And let's just say the timing didn't exactly scream clean break. And then there are the Dylan O'Brien rumors from around 2019, still debated endlessly on Reddit. Nothing was ever confirmed, but her name keeps surfacing in those conversations, quietly adding another layer to the pattern. Step back and it starts to look a lot less like coincidence and a lot more like a very calculated trajectory. Back in November 2023, she posted a video of herself and Odessa kissing. And for a brief moment, the internet went wild. Then almost as suddenly as it appeared, the video was deleted. The timing, right after Billie had publicly talked about being attracted to women. Naturally, chaos ensued. Fans lost it. Theories ran rampant. Hashtags exploded. And then silence. Same pattern, different name. History quietly repeating itself. Now, here's the detail that really complicates everything. Odessa herself openly shared what it was like working with Timothee on Marty Supreme. She talked about the toughest scenes, the moments where she felt awkward or uncomfortable, and how he was right there with her between takes, holding her hand the entire time. Pause and let that sink in. Yes, it's kind. Yes, supportive. No one is denying that. But it's also intimate in a way that blurs boundaries, especially when your girlfriend is already uneasy, already watching from a distance, already feeling pushed to the sidelines. And speaking of co-stars, it gets even messier. Odessa wouldn't be the only one Kylie was scrutinizing. Apparently, tension flared after Timothee filmed intimate scenes with Gwyneth Paltrow. Yes, that Gwyneth. And before anyone says it's just acting, here's the kicker. Gwyneth openly joked about the intimacy coordinator laughing about how they didn't need to do all that, casually discussing the scenes like it was no big deal. Sources say Kylie was reportedly livid. She's always had issues with Timothee doing intimate scenes, but hearing someone else spell it out publicly, that was the final straw. Behind the scenes, tensions escalated into real arguments, boundaries were laid down, explicit scenes allegedly pushed off limits, at least if Kylie had any say. Zoom out and the full picture starts to take shape. Blind items, skipped events, Odessa, hand-holding, the Gwyneth incident. It stops feeling like random Hollywood drama and starts looking like Kylie reacting to a pattern she's seen before. The question practically writes itself. Did something happen on that set? Or did Kylie quietly notice the warning signs and pull back before it spiraled into a full-blown public scandal? Look at the silence. No one rushing to clarify, no denials, just distance, missed appearances, and everyone moving carefully as if walking on eggshells. And when the reaction is this quiet, this measured, it begs the question, maybe Kylie already said everything she needed to without ever going public. Because if nothing crossed a line, why does it feel like one already?